Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. It is back and we have upgraded everything. New stage and we're set for some crazy stuff. My name is JC Pentagon and we have a stacked card from you in the fallout from the draft. The Money in the Bank qualifiers start with the women, Jordynne Grace, Naomi, and Piper Niven all battle it out, as well as Becky Lynch, Jade Cargill, and Zoe Stark, both the secret Hervice agents. Will New Catch Republic respond to Gunther personally picking them at the draft? And speaking of, Gunther also has a men's Money in the Bank qualifier against Ilja, Dragunov, and Rusev. And here we go. But it starts out with the Polygon. After their big win in that street fight at the draft, it's Sami Zayn and Pentagon with the WWE Championship, leading the charge with JC Mateo and Bronson rebacking, and Kiana James at the desk right now. They got a big win and a whole bunch of confidence. What do they want now? Doesn't it feel great to be winners? Doesn't it feel great to be the winners of the street fight and the draft in general? Doesn't it feel great to have the world champion standing right next to you and dedicated to your cause? I still get questions. Why? Why, Sammy? Why was the phrase I heard from Kevin Owens and from the people? I don't see why I wouldn't. I notice everything. He notices everything. My fellow wrestlers and colleagues started losing trust in me for having ambition? I wanted a rematch. I get chastised for having drive. And then the people start choosing LA Knight or Kevin Owens or Chad Gable. But those people don't deserve it. And they need to know their place. You all chose me for 3 years, and the minute I lose to a supernatural weirdo in a so-called family and want a fair rematch, I get pushed to the side for the brand new toy. That's how I feel about you guys, but the question therein lies, why the Polygon? Well, I was hoping to hear his explanation, but speak their names and they're not gonna let you talk about them. Whoa, and there's multiple. Interrupting LA Knight, interrupting Jake Pentagon. I'm sure this will go well. Both Chad Gable and LA Knight are out here at once. Leave this to me. Just because you got yourself some pyro and a theme song doesn't make you a megastar. Just because you call yourself a megastar doesn't mean you are a megastar. Or else you'd still have that world championship, would you? Maybe you'd have one by now if you stayed in your lane, but that lane is clearly below this one. You're shooting above your limits. Sammy, you seeing this? They're already turning on each other after one match. You know, I used to be called a master strategist, and clearly I still am the only person worthy of that title because of the strategy we used at the draft, and because none of you guys can get your egos in check. I know what you both want. I'm not dumb. You want a crack at the WWE Championship. Well, Money in the Bank is just around the corner. So how about you two teammates figure out yourselves right now, and the winner faces me at Money in the Bank. Jake, get a ref out here and let's have some entertainment. Does anybody else find it a little crazy that the WWE Champion, since he's aligned with Jake Pentagon, he can just also make matches? What happens when something goes not his way and he just restarts the match? This is something that we need to have an authority over, which thankfully he doesn't own the WWE anymore. So if something were to happen, somebody can step in and hopefully take him off this high horse that they are on. But the Polygon has all the power on Raw as it seems, so as long as he stays within his boundaries, he'll be able to. But right now, LA Knight and Chad Gable are blowing off some steam on each other. That sounds a little crazy. But anyway, LA Knight and Chad Gable just lost at the draft. Neither of them were pinned, but they still feel some type of way towards each other because they both want the same thing. And despite the fact that they want the same cause, LA Knight is tired of trusting people after what Sami Zayn did, tired of advocating for people. So now he's back in it and trying to go up for himself. Hold on a minute, Chad Gable again trying to get back. He was technically supposed to get this championship opportunity at SummerSlam until Jake Pentagon put himself in the way, and then he left on strike, and then he came back, and then Lungu got in the way, and now here we are with the LA Knight throwing him around. Oh my goodness. Now here we go. Big elbows to the back of the head from Chad Gable, to Chad Gable, and now going from corner to corner. LA Knight setting him up here. Big, went for a shoulder attack, but Gable caught him into a DDT and sent him into the corner. We're going back up. Avalanche style, overhead belly to belly. And now Gable got him up. Hold on a minute. got it dropped into that Hangman DDT, that some sort of flipping over, but no. LA Knight not able to go out yet, and now Gable up to the top. LA Knight flips into a power slam. Oh my goodness! Say it with him, the Mega Star, dropping an elbow. Now here we go, bringing it back up the Irish Whip. No way, Gable back in it. These two. It's going to take a lot to take all of them out. But now Gable going to a place, going around the world with German suplexes. He did this to Sami for like 9 times in the draft. And now Gable shoots the half close to the ropes, but not able to get a championship match just yet. Now Gable sends him into the corner. No way, Knight able to move and dodge into that neck breaker. Now BFT, blunt force trauma, caught him out of nowhere. And LA Knight, oh my God, Gable's still in it. Gable is still in it, but he's trying to go out to the outside now. LA Knight's talking to the ref a little bit. He knows he's got to do a little bit more to check Gable. Whoa! Whoa! Lugu's back! And oh my God! He just kicked him upside the head. The ref saw nothing. The ref saw absolutely nothing because he was distracted with LA Knight, and I don't even think LA Knight realizes. Lungu scurried the hell out of there. Gable's bleeding. LA Knight has no idea, but Gable gets in with another BFT. Ref saw nothing as well. LA Knight retains the WWE Championship. He gets a shot at the WWE Championship. Chad Gable has just been screwed for I don't even know how many times, but that's official for Money in the Bank. LA Knight will challenge Sami Zayn for the WWE Championship. The Polygon got what they wanted, it seems. Another time, it's kind of weird. Oh yeah, it's about that time for Sami Zayn. I tried so hard to bite my tongue when I was moved over to Raw about this cross-eyed half-wit, but even I got hoodwinked by his actions at WrestleMania. Now I get to rectify not only my loss at WrestleMania, but I can finally rip that stupid beard and ponytail off his two-faced ass and knock him right off the pedestal Pentagon put him on. And that's not an insult, that's not a prediction, that's not a spoiler, that is just a fact of life. See you at Money in the Bank. Yeah. Pledge your allegiance to Chelsea Green. Bow at the feet of the Green regime, or else I will send my secret Hervice, Piper Niven, and Zoe Stark to your doorstep to take care of you. The powers that be decided to laugh in my face for months and reluctantly gave me a spot at WrestleMania for the WWE Women's title as a joke and a way to make me look like I was not a threat. But I did win. I am the WWE Women's Champion, and nobody can take that away from me, especially with my new bodyguards. This title isn't going anywhere, and that will become more true as my Slagents qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match tonight. One of them will go on to win the Women's Money in the Bank and ensure that I stay Women's Champion forever. Be prepared to take pride in the red, white, and green. Every chance I get, man. They just have to take me down. Chad, are you okay? Maxine, Otis, I haven't seen you guys since like 2 drafts ago when we got separated. I know, it's been a while. Just know if you need any help with the Polygon or anything, we're here. Now it's time for the first Women's Money in the Bank qualifiers. In comes Jordynne Grace, unsuccessful at WrestleMania in the Fatal 4-Way for the women's title, but was not pinned. Now, she is looking to bounce back, but that is going to be difficult against Piper Niven, one of the secret Hervice Slagents, as Chelsea put it, aligning herself with the women's champion, and is now planned to have one of the Hervice win the briefcase and hold it for the entire year and let it expire. It's a crazy plan, but speaking of people that are crazy, the final woman is Naomi. You better proceed with caution. A woman that was just drafted and called up to Raw again. She's been down in NXT by her own merit for a long time, but now she revisits history with Jordynne Grace and has a chance to go to Money in the Bank. Let's get it underway. Naomi is still not mentally stable. We saw her blame Lyra Valkyria on NXT last week for abandoning her, kind of, and leaving her in the dark after trying to give advice to Lyra. Lyra went to SmackDown. Naomi said that this was revenge for not calling her up, which was a kind of a reference to the fact that Lyra was pretty much going to get called up no matter what. And then Naomi gets called up at the same time. So now she's got a huge chance of getting to the Money in the Bank ladder match. But with Piper Niven and Jordynne Grace, it's going to be a bit hard, and Piper Niven is showing out right now. First opportunity she's had in a long time, and that's because she's aligned with the Women's World Champion, the WWE Women's Champion. Look at that Death Valley driver from Jordynne Grace. Oh my God, Piper's got chairs, and Jordynne with a big shoulder tackle. But look at Naomi with a disaster kick, and Piper's backup may have just busted her open with a headbutt. And now a Michinoku driver to Jordynne, but Naomi able to break it. Oh no, wait a minute, trying to steal the pin, but no, Piper breaks it up at 2. Now Jordynne Grace back in, Juggernaut going beast mode on everybody. Oh my God, Kendo stick to the head, and now there's a little Spike Rana there for a second. Now going for the rings of Saturn, making her feel the glow. I don't even know if that's called that anymore, but Jordynne's right there to break it up. And now here we go. What is Jordynne doing? Flipping her around. Piper has to get in the ring, but Naomi kicks out anyway. Oh my God, huge chop from Piper. And now here we go. Naomi is bleeding buckets right now, but now Jordynne Grace still in it, fighting on. Both women are down. Jordynne Grace has a perfect prime position. Got Piper down. Oh my God, big splash. But now Naomi looking to take advantage with a sling blade. But now we're on the outside of the ring. Jordynne Grace is busted open, now getting sent to the ring post. Naomi using those educated feet to good use. Jordynne Grace flying through the ropes. And now she's feeling herself. There's just kendo stick bits everywhere. A jackhammer. And now Piper got Naomi up, running through for a power bomb. Oh my God. And now wait, Naomi recovering in the corner. Juggernaut driver. Naomi's woozy. Jordynne Grace is able to qualify for Money in the Bank. Naomi just came to, but Piper Niven gets pinned. That's not good for the Secret Hervice, the Green Regime. But Jordynne Grace becomes the first woman to qualify for Money in the Bank. We have 7 more qualifiers, 3 more for Raw. Jordynne Grace becomes the first, and what a big win for her. So next week, we're going to have the rest of the Women's Money in the Bank qualifiers. I want them all done before the go-home show. Let me guess. You put yourself in one of them. Well, who else is going to be in it? Next week, it will be yours truly against Io Sky and one of us, right? Yes, of course. Can you guys just let me finish? It's myself, Io Sky, and Asuka next week, along with Bailey, Kairi Sane, and who else? Did you not think that far? Who else is on this roster? Screw it. Maxine Dupree. Really? That's funny. Where is Melo? Where the hell Carmelo Hayes at? I'm driving now. Driving where? Let me be your red light, OG. You told me on SmackDown to leave Melo to you, but you don't understand. I was deliberately brought down by Melo for the entire beginning of my career. All he did to you was attack your childhood hero. I mean, come on, man. Listen to yourself. John Cena isn't Ron's childhood hero. That's our truth. So what are you even doing? Do you know? What are you even doing? Do you know? That's your age talking. Let me handle this before I handle Trick and Mello, gang. Now we have another Women's Money in the Bank qualifiers. In comes the man, Becky Lynch, a woman who has kind of lost herself a bit after coming back and trying to show up Roxanne Perez after her title win, but was unsuccessful at the draft. And now it's another chance for her against Zoe Stark, one of the other secret Hervice agents. And can she change the tone after Piper Niven wasn't able to move on? And maybe Zoe can fulfill the first order of President Chelsea Green. This is her first match being on the main roster after an extensive stint in NXT, so it's a big opportunity against Jade Cargill, another woman who was in that 4-way at WrestleMania and also was not pinned. Jade Cargill still has that chip on her shoulder, still very unproven, while also being one of the most talked about women on this roster and in the entire industry. So tonight, it's another shot to finally prove it. Let's get right. We talked about how Naomi wasn't mentally stable. I think Becky Lynch might be losing her sanity as well. Obviously, she came back and talked to Roxanne Perez, all that shit. She claimed that she wasn't, that she was the reason. Oh my god, huge kick from Zoe Stark, by the way. She claimed that she was the reason that Roxanne Perez was there, that Roxanne didn't give her the right appreciation, that she lost to her. There's a whole lot going on, but now a big chance to bounce back. But Zoe Stark trying to get herself back in a conversation at all. Obviously, being part of the secret Hervice helps that cause, but now she's trying to get her own opportunities. Look at her flying around. She is feeling herself, but now Becky Lynch going after the arm, softening her up, maybe for a disarmer. Spine buster from Jade Cargill, stacking her up as Zoe Stark able to break it up right then and there. Now Zoe got Becky down to a knee to the face, and now dropping Jade on her knee. Look at the strength of Zoe. May have knocked her clean out, but no. Jade Cargill able to kick out. Zoe is flying. Oh my god, but a leg drop from Becky. And now up in the middle rope she goes. And Zoe breaks it up. And now got Jade locked in. C360. But Becky right there got her into the disarmer. A disarmer locked in. She's in the ropes, but it doesn't matter. It's a triple threat match. Zoe Stark has nowhere she can go. Oh, she can hope for Jade Cargill, but Becky able to actually break it up herself. Maybe knew that she wasn't going to be able to. A big judo throw. Manhandle slam. Oh! Kendo's taking a pump kick from Jade Cargill on the manhandle slam to Zoe Stark. Pin her. She'd be perfectly fine to pin right now. Look at Jade just throwing Stark around. And now Jade is flying. Oh my god, look at her. And now Zoe, here we go. Finally back in the fight. And a Thesz press taking down the Storm. And now look at her go, Hurricane Rana. The Slagent is going crazy right now. 5-star frog splash, but Jade's back in. Got her fireman's carry. Oh, into a sidewalk slam. Jade went for a splash in the corner, but no, Becky able to move, but gets caught into a Z360 once again. Jade Cargill just coming to, but Becky able to kick out anyway. Oh my god, Becky's down and out. Jade got Zoe jaded. She's got her jaded. And now, wait a minute, Becky's in the ring to break up the pinfall. And now, no way, taking advantage. Manhandle slam to Zoe into the cover. Becky looking to steal one here. No! Jade Cargill back in to break it up. She's bleeding, but she sends Becky Lynch right over. And now going to take advantage of it. Got her locked in once again. Nobody near her. Jaded on Zoe Stark. Floating into the cover. Becky Lynch is nowhere to be found. She was so close. But Jade Cargill has qualified for Money in the Bank. Bloodied and all. Becky Lynch was so close. She kind of tried to steal it and then got it stolen anyway. And now the Storm is coming to Money in the Bank. Two women that were in that WrestleMania match now getting a chance to go at it again. Jade Cargill becomes the second woman to qualify for Money in the Bank. And whoa, Becky Lynch is tearing apart the announce table for no damn reason. Now she's grabbing chairs and she's throwing them, maybe at Jade, maybe just at the world. She is very, very upset after losing. Like I said, she's losing her sanity, and I think we're seeing it all come to a head right now. And now Zoe again getting caught for a manhandle slam. Right place, right time for Becky. Somebody better check on her, call her husband or something. So, yeah, we're back on Raw and we're still a team. Yeah, and that means we get back to the tag team titles. We have a rematch against Akira and Omos if we choose to use it. Yeah, but with Money in the Bank coming around, that has to be enticing to you, right? How am I now the only one that is focused on teaming? The draft had me thinking about a lot. Got me inspired, got me focused on my own aspirations. Didn't you just tell me at the draft that you didn't want to be a tag team unless I was 100% in it? And you didn't sound like you were. Hey, stop the bickering. I know what it feels like to be in a tag team and have your own goals. Especially as a luchador. He's not even really a luchador. He was a kid before this. Man, what the f- Okay, I get it. You both aren't getting along, so why act like everything is fine? I am the United States champion, and I can see your ambition. Next week, I will get you both the #1 contenders match for my championship, and I hope to see one of you there. Jake, open the goddamn door. You know I'm out here. I'm not playing. I'm not gonna yell and beg like everybody else. It's really not that hard. Okay, fine. You're not even making it fun. What do you want? I want to punch you in the face, but I don't want to get fired. I want a Money in the Bank qualifier. You lost earlier? Because of your walking insurance policy. You know it. I know it. The only person who doesn't, apparently, is LA Knight, but I'm sure he'll find out, too. I was screwed. Give me a qualifier, or I'll give you something to fire me over. Is that a threat? Only if you want it to be. Fine, Mr. Gable. You were wronged, and that's a personal issue between you and Lungu. Thankfully, I don't have a personal issue with you, so I will gladly give you a fair shot in a Money in the Bank qualifier. You're so full of shit. Okay, cool. Are you going to put one of your bowling balls in the match too? Well, doesn't that just give me a great idea? You were going to do it anyway. You're right, I was. So next week, it will be you against Bronson Reed and a third man. Oh, hey. I saw your little reunion earlier tonight. Let's see how badly you want your precious opportunities. Next week, Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed versus Otis. Pleasure doing business, Chad. There is so much to talk about tonight, but next week is already looking crazy. We have multiple Money in the Bank qualifiers, starting with what we just heard. Chad Gable takes on Bronson Reed of the Polygon and his former #1 guy, Otis. We have a United States title #1 contenders match as Draxium faces each other. Dragon Lee, Axiom, Jimmy Uso, and Santos Escobar of the LWO face off to find Penta's first challenger. The women's side of Money in the Bank sees the #1 draft pick, Io Sky, take on Asuka of the Kabuki Warriors and Kiana James of the Polygon. Along with that, we see Kairi Sane, also of the Kabuki Warriors, take on Bayley and Maxine Dupree to the surprise of many, all going on next week. But we have our main event right now. Hey, what the hell was that about at the draft? Excuse me. I don't know if you can tell, but I have an important match to win right now, so leave me be. You told us to find you on Raw and explain why the hell you feel the need to be in our business. Calm down, mate. What Pete is trying to say is you gave us explicit instructions to meet with you on Raw, and that has not happened. And it can't. Because like I just said, I have something important to do instead. It's not my fault the company wants me to be in these high-profile main event matches. I just did what was important. And it's certainly not my fault that neither of you remember what that's like. I did tell you both to meet me on Raw so I could tell you in person that you have failed to live up to your expectations. All three of us came up in the same environments around the same time, yet I managed to surpass everyone else. I wanted to say all of this in front of the live audience to ingrain it in your minds, but when an opportunity arises, you take it and you focus solely on it. You don't understand because you have not been important since you both lost to me 6 years ago. I was put in a Money in the Bank qualifier, so I will qualify for Money in the Bank. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate were given nothing but catering leftovers. So you will leave the building the same way you have for years, unscathed, while I have the most brutal match on the card. So either meet me next week or find something important for you guys to focus on. Well, some harsh words from Gunther towards New Catch Republic, but it's Money in the Bank qualifier time. The first for the men and the first for the men of Raw. Last week, Gunther kicked Ludwig Kaiser out of Imperium for doubting his leadership after Gunther became tag team champions with one of his opponents tonight. So now the ring general is back to full strength against Ilja Dragunov, the man who he won tag team gold with and beat at WrestleMania. Ilja Dragunov is even with Gunther in his mind and wants one more match to finish everything off, but Gunther is not having it. The Mad Dragon is very determined to get 2 Money in the Bank after being a runner-up in the Royal Rumble for the WWE title, but they all have to deal with Rusev. It's Rusev's debut match in the Universe mode after attacking Ilja Dragunov and Ludwig Kaiser last week after Gunther had left the scene. So these three are all intertwined, and maybe the Redeemer is looking to prove to Ilja and Gunther that they were wasting their careers the same way he believed he had in the past. It's 3 big foreign brutes looking to beat each other up. Who moves on to Money in the Bank? What I'm mainly wondering about right now is oh god, wait a minute, Rusev with the roll-up, did New Catch Republic, or the name that he does not want to say, Gunther does not want to say New Catch Republic, did Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne actually stick around to watch this match, or did they go find something important to do? I don't know, but Gunther's not very important right now, getting clotheslined over the top rope. But now he's got kendo sticks, it's legal, and it's not really something I think he would do. But, you know, he kicked Ludwig Kaiser out of Imperium. I didn't think he'd do that either. So now, Gunther is trying to get back to a world championship, trying to remember who he once was. He does admit a little bit that Ludwig Kaiser was kind of right without saying it. And now, he's trying to get back to it. Now, Rusev trying to make a statement in his first match back, or first match here, I guess. It technically is coming back. Alabama Slam, but Ilja Dragunov from behind. But now, Rusev taking advantage of the Mad Dragon. Big kick takes him upside the head. This is big, meaty men bumping meat. Big clothesline.
Jesus! Gunther, oh my God, but Ilja popping back up with the open palm strikes. Not taking down Gunther. He's got his kryptonite, or he is his kryptonite. He's got his number at any chance you get. But Rusev trying to become Ilja's one. Oh my God! With Gunther with that big shotgun drop kick once again. Look at this. Look at the new stage blacked out for some reason. I don't really know why. Rusev's got kendo sticks, but Gunther is stretching out Ilja Dragunov. That's not very Sig bar. Not very invincible. Taking him down is Rusev though, lining him up for a big super kick right upside the jaw. Inverted Alabama slam onto Ilja, and now got him locked in for the accolade. The accolade is locked back in. Oh no, Gunther instantly able to break it. If anybody knows how to get out of submissions, it's going to be him. But now Rusev going at Dragunov. Huge kick. Oh, clothesline from Gunther. Big boot, missed it there. Dragunov, big boot. Takes down Gunther. And now he's setting up a big knee strike to Rusev. And now here we go. Set up Rusev again. This time for a torpedo Moscow. And Gunther's right there to break it up. Whoa, went for a choppy. He didn't want to feel that chop. We got hit with a DDT. Now kendo sticks to the corner into the ropes. Ilja's feeling it like crazy. Gunther's Johnson steps. What is happening? But now Ilja and Rusev are teaming up to take down Gunther, but Jesus, that didn't last very long. Big clothesline to the barricade. Huge shots there from Gunther. And now Ilja sends him into the corner. We're back in the ring here, but no, God, from behind. Got him in for that inverted Alabama slam. Shotgun drop kick into the damn inverted poison bottom. What is going on? But Gunther able to got him in for the power bomb. Stacked up here. No! Dragunov kicked out. If there's anybody that knows it's going to be him, but a Machka kick and a torpedo Moscow. Flip him over. H-bomb. He knew he couldn't beat him with one or two torpedoes. No, it needed the H-bomb. Dragunov has made it to Money in the Bank. Gunther had it for a second, but Ilja, it's just something about Ilja that gets Gunther every single time. And Ilja Dragunov becomes the first man to qualify for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. A huge win for the Tsar. He's getting back to it. Is it me? Am I just losing my step? Maybe I was wrong the entire time and I'm the problem. The villain in everyone else's story. Becky, what are you talking about? Of course you don't know. You don't know anything anymore. You don't even know who you are. Are you a messiah? A visionary? A corporate sellout? How many times are you going to change your mind about who you are? I don't know. I was kind of just reinventing myself to get my name back in the conversation. And that's where you lose me. You don't need to reinvent. You are box office. We are box office. We are household names. We walk in a room and command respect because of our accomplishments. I get it. We tried to give back to the industry with Roxanne and Nathan, but we still have a lot left before giving back. You need something new. I need something new. It's time we acted our age and acted our status.